if you had some new strange symptoms develop after the vaccine, think vaccine injury, because your doctors probably will not. It's very similar to long COVID. It's a slightly different kind of flavor than long COVID is. It's usually more targeted symptoms than long COVID, more specific, like one or two, versus like a whole panoply of symptoms that you have with long COVID. But it's basically the same etiology, right? It's the spike protein, and it hasn't left your body. And so Bruce Patterson has done great work on this from a scientific and lab perspective, right? Like he's got a lab up and running called IncellDX. You can find him at covidlonghaulers.com. And so I refer a lot of people to get that lab test, but the FLCCC, Pierre Corey's group, they have protocols for long COVID that we also use for vaccine side effects, and they're very effective. It's much more effective to prevent long COVID and vaccine side effects. Like you can actually treat people while they're getting the shot if they have to take it. If they have no choice and they feel like they're boxed in and they can't lose their job, I would actually give people ivermectin because it binds to the spike protein, right? So I would kind of pre-treat you if possible. But if you come to me with these kind of vaccine injuries, I've treated probably hundreds at this point of vaccine injured patients, and a lot of them have tremendous results with ivermectin, sometimes fluvoxamine we use, but there's a whole slew of drugs like prednisone even, can help a lot. It's inflammation. So the primary thing that Bruce Patterson has found that seems to be causing this is spike protein in what they call non-classical monocytes. So these monocytes in your body, they're immune system cells, and they've become kind of like immortal, and they're not dying off. And they have spike protein in them, and they're triggering inflammation. Like they shouldn't be active, they shouldn't be inflamed because there's no reason, there's no virus anymore. But the spike protein is driving them to create inflammation, and it's causing these symptoms. And so basically the approach is to help them kind of like die, these cells that should have died a long time ago, and get them out of your body, get rid of the spike protein from those cells and from your body, and to also tamp down the inflammation that's being caused by them until they're gone. So that these drugs help to do that. And so the same drugs we use to prevent and treat COVID, we use for vaccine injuries.